Diane here. Thanks for coming to read with me. The First Christmas. Written by Thomas D. Williams. Illustrated by Frank Fraser. Long, long ago, in the land we call holy, was born a great king, in a manner most lowly. The king's name was Jesus, his mother was Mary. To neighbors and friends, it seemed quite ordinary. But this birth was different. It had been foretold by sages and prophets and seers of old. A virgin would bring forth a child, said Isaiah. From Egypt a boy would emerge, wrote Hosea. An angel to Mary proclaimed with a nod, Hail thee, full of grace, you found favor with God. A maid was this Mary, no more than 16. She puzzled at what this strange greeting could mean. The angel continued, revealing God's plan. She would be a mother while knowing no man. The power of God will enfold you, fair one, and thus your sweet child will be known as God's son. And Mary replied to the message she heard, Be it done unto me as announced by your word. I am but the handmaid of God, she confessed. Yet all generations will hence call me blessed. Now Caesar had called for a census from Rome, and all were required to return to their home. So Joseph took Mary, betrothed and with child, to Bethlehem town to be properly filed. Arriving at last, Joseph learned with chagrin there was for his family no room at the inn. The only choice now was to lodge in a stable and take care of Mary as best he was able. So Jesus the Savior was born in such straits, with no trumpet flare or festons on the gates. Swaddled in blankets and laid in a manger, the Christ child came unto his own as a stranger. The herdsmen went down and found Christ with his mother, and smiled and rejoiced and embraced one another. He came down to save us, they said with delight, and all future peoples will speak of this night. Both awed and amazed, they returned to their flocks, first bidding farewell to the and the ox. To all on their path, they proclaimed the great news. In Bethlehem's town, born the King of the Jews. And then from the east came 3 men pure and wise. They'd seen his star's birth as they searched through the skies. With gold, myrrh, and incense to gift him they bowed, an act quite unknown to the naughty and proud. Yet nothing henceforth has ever been quite the same. No redemption, no heaven, apart from that name. So this is the reason we wish well and right. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Thinking of each of us, you, him, and me, Christ came down to earth to set humankind free. We won't understand why he came from above until we let God fill our hearts with His love. Thank you for reading with me.